Hey guys, I'm Phoenix here and welcome back to Material Energy, Natural... something or other. It'll be in the description. Anyway, in the title even. Anyway, it's something about the name, I just keep forgetting what it's actually called, which probably doesn't help. But anyway, so I have been manually handing in quests and buying things. And this is where we start seeing the much grander scheme of this pack. So if we go over here, you may remember that this used to be a small lake. Well, it's not a lake anymore, I drained it. I also drained this one over here, which is currently my salt production, just while I move down the little bit of water that I've got left there. And I've got some salt blocks and things to tidy away there. But here we have our... okay, why isn't this a select task? So here we have our clean water thing. So I use some of the money to buy the pump. Where was it? It's in Marketplace. Yeah, the water pump. So you get Stirling engine, a couple of iron tanks, some mechanical pipes, and a pump. And by setting it up in this sort of configuration, you can then, if I go back to, so I've got a lever attached to a Stirling engine, and this provides power to the pump. The pump then sends water down the basic mechanical pipe into the quest delivery system. And then I've just assigned it very simply by going to select task and then right clicking with the book on the quest delivery system. So when I flick the lever, you can see that it's on the clean water consume task, and it will now pump water out of this lake into there. You don't get any infinite water blocks in this pack, so when it says that it's pumping from this lake, it's actually pumping the water out of the lake. And you can start to see actually over here where the water is being drained out. So it will target the furthest blocks away from it that it can. And so yeah, you can see that it's starting to recede. So a few this water will keep me sorted out for quite a while, as far as this quest is concerned. But sooner or later, this river will be empty, which is kind of cool. And of course, we can speed this system up by using. I don't know if the industrial craft pumps would be faster, but certainly by using better engines, giving it more RF. It will be able to pump the water a lot faster, and of course better mechanical pipes. So we're up to 75%. This is probably the fastest quest that I can complete at the moment. Why have you stopped? I think it's just stopped because I think I might need to install Fastcraft or something. But yeah, that should be finished in just a second. There we go. So now I'll just turn that off. Otherwise it's a waste of water. It will still pour into the QDS for some reason. But anyway. So from that we get a copper coin. Now we can use these copper coins to buy things in the marketplace. Over here. Now I have bought the basic materials, the water pump and basic item transport before. And you can repeat them every 5 days. Yeah, that's in-game days. And then later on we've got things like the gates, which will allow useful stuff to happen, and then so on and so forth. And it kind of goes, so you buy one and then you buy the next one and so on and so forth. Now I'll probably get this one next. It takes 7 copper coins, but I think that would be worth it. Or I could get the wooden tools, and that would then get me a wooden hammer, which would be awesome. That would actually only be 3 copper coins, so that could be quite good to do next. Actually, yeah, I'll probably do that one next, then that one afterwards, because that will get me a lot of stone. So for now, you know, it's basically me desperately trying to automate everything. So things like Shards of the Earth, for example. I've got quite a lot of shards saved up, because it just makes life easy if you don't have to make a fresh batch every time. But I think I can improve the system a little bit later on by having... So I get a sieve, a rockhound sieve, for each hand-in that I do. Now, I need onyx shards, that shard and that shard. I'm going to need a little bit more. So let's submit that. So we need some more of this. So I think by using an autonomous activator on here, and then maybe if we put conveyor belts around it, that would allow it to sort of pick up all the items on the conveyor belts, and then put it into a chest, perhaps something like that. That might work. But, you know, it's just a case of trying to work out how you're going to automate everything so that you can literally just say, well, deliver that. And, yeah. I'm going to have to also work out a way of delivering a certain amount of items into the QDS. So, yeah. So I don't lose out on any items. That should hand that one in, and then that one is done by doing dirt. Like so. Should have enough there. Not quite. Need a bit more dirt. Do I have a bit more dirt? No, right. Okay, let's go digging. I really do need better tools though, because I'm just using stone tools at the moment, and it's not really good enough. So I'll get some tools soon enough. But there's, you know, plenty of resources at the moment that I can pilfer. And that's what I quite like about this pack. Actually, it's because everything has a finite use. You know, you can only use so much water, for example, and dirt. You know, everything is finite. So you could very much completely ruin this world, which is very much sort of the Factorio system. If you haven't played Factorio yet, you basically end up polluting that world. You know, stripping it dry of resources because you want to build factories. So, yeah. Right, so that one's handed in. That one will be done next. So I'm slowly building a second coke oven, because coke ovens are so useful. So, and of course, you know, when it comes to automating them later on, it's just going to be, you know, life is going to be made a lot simpler when I can automate these with, you know, wood coming in and then it pumping out maybe into a tank, and then we can fill that full of glass bottles, something like that. You know, I'm sort of trying to think ahead as much as possible because of how factories can turn out. Where did I put that thing? Yeah, coke oven, brick. So that one can go in to the construction over here. Put that in the back. So on the top there, I've got a chute that goes down, and then I can fill that chute full of wood, and then over time that will make creosote oil. When that one's done, I can then hand that one in, and that will get me this quest done. It's not really a quest done, it's more of a means to an end done, I guess. But that will then unlock the track one, which I've no idea what that one's going to involve. But TNT card. Yeah, there's scrap value. I've got to find out what that's all about. Something like the thermal... Something called thermal recycling. Here we go. So... presumably we put stuff in there and it turns into... Oh, right, okay, so box of scrap. Okay. I think what this must be is like the reward bags from A Growing Skies. So you put in stuff into the thermal recycler and then you get these bags back out again. Interesting. And there is also a vending machine you can make. So that's quite kind of neat. So yeah. Right, yeah, so basic automation has been set up. Move the hammerer up there with a furnace. Just bounce up here. So yeah, we've got a furnace up here, and then that uses a hopper to feed bricks into the forging hammer that then makes the brick blocks, which then drops that into a hopper and thus into the coke oven. And that will make me sandy bricks. Now, I'm actually going to need sandy bricks not just for this coke oven over here, but also for one of the quests down here. I'll need 32 sandy bricks to get a copper coin. I'm also slowly doing this, and you get 1 copper coin for handing in 64 fruit, vegetables, and grains. Yeah. You only get 1 copper coin for that. But you do get 3 copper coins if you hand in 400 wood logs, which I've probably got up there, but it's getting to it. And as far as I can see, I've not got any access to wood farms at the moment. I think I can do it with robots, but that's going to be an interesting one to work out. Or I guess I could do it with a filler, theoretically. There might be some ways of getting around. Actually, no, I think the filler destroys everything in its sort of... Yeah. There's probably a way of doing it. I don't think... Oh, I wonder if I've got anything like... do I have computer craft? No. Do I have... Well, I've got an autonomous activate. I've got access to autonomous activators. So I could theoretically... If I put a lumber axe in there, it would then destroy the entire tree. That's a possibility. So, yeah. We'll have to see on that one. Alright. Is there anything I can do now? Not really. Because, well, I'll show you quite how I, like, fill up the salt stuff. I just need some buckets. This is literally how I'm filling up the salt. I can't remember what they're called, actually. We'll check. The evaporators. So this is how you make salt at the moment, at the state that I am at now. Water bucket. And then you just basically wait until the evaporation tank does its magic, and then you get salt out of it, and then you can hand it in manually, because I don't have anything automatic set up for that yet. Metal plates, yeah. Not going to be doing that without a quarry, I don't think. Oh, I wonder if I've got any frames. No, that's not what I want. What else are they called? It's the locum. That does give me an idea, though. Don't have access to that, but I don't think we've got any frame mods, unfortunately, so I can't make a world eater. But I can make a... Oh god, it's in Railcraft, and I think you know exactly the machine that I'm looking for. Oh, where is it? It's It's not steam engines. Oh, the tunnel bore. Yep. Here we go. Not too difficult to make. The hardest part that's going to be that needs to be made is the steel blocks. But other than that, it's pretty simple to make. Oh, and the tracks, of course, because I don't have a lot of iron. The only iron I've really got at the moment is the stuff that I buy from the marketplace. Aha! We've got some... got a little bit of... Of course, once this is done, I'm going to move my evaporation tanks over to that one. And we can... Once I've run out of water here, I can then move the evaporation tanks elsewhere and set this up all over again. This isn't a brilliant way of doing it, and I wish there was a better way. But these don't appear to link to any pipes, which is a problem. Because obviously, to get the salt out, all I would need is the thingamajigs, the right-clicky thingies that I've just mentioned. The name's gone from my expansion. The autonomous activator. So all I would need is what's that one? Procures items from an area. Okay. There's some thermal expansion stuff here that I haven't played with before. Obviously I don't want a nullifier, but acquisition apparatus might be what I need. How easy is it to make? Not too bad. It does need iron though, and right now I'm not in the stage where I can really do that. But yeah, something that can right click on these to fill it with water and to empty it again, you know, that shouldn't be too hard to automate. It's, you know, getting the water in is going to be a lot harder than getting the salt out again. But there will be a way to do it. Right, that can all be submitted. And hopefully, if not, then I will just end this episode here, and then tomorrow, after I've done a load more work on it. Oh, hello, we've got creosote. I can hand this in. Claim that reward. And then I'm going to buy the wooden tools. Right, so, ooh, 200 track. Ow. That's a lot, but we do get 5 copper coins from that. So we might be able to do something there. So where are we going? We're going into the marketplace. I'm going to buy those wooden tools. Now that will give us... Okay, they're not brilliant. They are literally it's just a wooden hammer. But it does mean that mining is going to be an awful lot easier because of that. Oh. Yeah. So it will mine 9 out at a time rather than just, you know, 1 out at a time. Also, these do gain XP from using them. So over time, so it will. So where it says mining level, over time, as I use it, and skill level. So mining level is, so over some time, it will upgrade its mining level by 1. So whatever is after stone, I can't remember. Probably it depends on the pack. That's the problem. On my own custom pack, I think the next one up is copper, which is quite low on the totem pole. You can't use copper for much. It's flint or something along those lines anyway. But yeah, as I said, it depends on the pack. Skill level, where it says clumsy, over time it will gain various bonuses, like it might gain looting or haste or diamond, something like that. And it's also got a modifier on it. So I could stick a diamond modifier on it and that would increase its mining level anyway. So yeah, there's some things I can do there. We also get a wooden battle axe, so that's really useful for chopping down trees. And an excavator, which will be great for sand and gravel and the like, because it's a 9x9, 3x3 area. So for example, as you can see, it chops down an awful lot more wood than a standard axe would. And the same with the wooden excavator as well. And all of these are going to gain some kind of... That gains mining level and skill level, but these will just gain skill level, so they will get little bonuses on them over time. And I can repair them, so, you know, I can just stick with one tool. They're not going to just break. So that's kind of neat. That's going to speed things up phenomenally. But for now, we're sort of out of time, so for now I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.